Hello, my spooky crew, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. My name is Alex, and welcome to my spooky corner of the internet. So, I've gotten maybe 3 hours of sleep in the past 48 hours. I got back from an investigation on the USS North Carolina this morning, took a little nap, now I'm doing this video. I'm very tired, so it's going to be a short video for this week, but something big happened this week. The trailer for the third Conjuring movie, The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It, came out last week, and I'm really excited to watch the trailer and see what my reactions are. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I have mixed feelings about Ed and Lorraine Warren, the real Ed and Lorraine Warren. I am sometimes indifferent about them. I can acknowledge the positive contributions they've made to the field, but I also recognize and acknowledge that they are a little bit problematic when it comes to the paranormal field of study. But anyway, that's a whole other rant for another time. On that note, for this video, I'm going to react to the trailer of The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It, and next week's video, I'm going to talk about the true story behind the case, The Devil Made Me Do It. Now, I am going to tell you that I already know the story of the trial of Arnie Johnson and what The Conjuring 3 is based on. So I am going to be watching the trailer with that bias a bit because I do know the true story. But at the same time, I do appreciate a good horror movie. Despite my feelings about Ed and Lorraine Warren, I love the Conjuring movie series. I think they are exceptionally well done. I loved James Wan as a director and what he did with the films. They're some of my favorite movies. There are some amazing elements that Wan added to the movies that I think just make the Conjuring series. They're classics. They're going to be great horror movies to watch for decades on end. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. I will die on this hill. So, without further ado, I'm going to watch the trailer for The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It, and then I'm going to add some commentary afterwards. Let's start. Oh. Okay, I guess that's Arnie. Ooh, don't get out of the car.
You okay there? Jesus.
Oh, shit.
I think I hurt someone.
No shit!
This is Ed Warren, here with Lorraine. All right, let's get started.
Ooh, that's cool.
Residents of Brookfield were shocked this afternoon by the broad daylight murder of Bruno Sauls.
The court accepts the
chills.
existence of God every time a witness swears to tell the truth. I think it's about time they accept the existence of the devil.
Whatever is going on,
Ooh, I like that effect.
whatever happened that
Ooh,
day,
something spooky. Yep. Ooh, face in the water.
was not Arnie.
Oh, poor Arnie.
It's a witch's totem.
Oh,
We
no.
think your family was cursed. And that connection's still open.
I'm only interested in reality.
But I can see things that your people can't.
Ooh, I like that effect. Ooh, that's a nice transition. Ooh, that's cool. Ooh, what's happening? Jump scare.
Something terrible
Oh.
happened here.
Yeah? Okay.
A master Satanist is not an adversary to be taken lightly.
A master Satanist, oh
She's doing it again.
no. She's doing it again. Uh-oh.
She's reaching out to the darkness.
Okay. That's an end.
Lorraine, you need to come back.
Ooh, cool effect.
Saving him worth everything you have? Because that's what it may very well cost.
Oh, I love the shots and everything. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, that's really cool visually.
Lorraine!
Oh my gosh! Oh! Okay. Okay, that was a super fun trailer. Okay, so I geek out during trailers when I watch them anyway, so Okay, so as a movie, I am very excited about this. I think this trailer does a great job in giving us a really good teaser of what to expect. I feel like they kind of gave away the punchline, though, and that's a trend in trailers that bugs me anyway. So I adore Patrick Wilson as any character in movies. He's Ed Warren, and I mean, I don't really see him as the real Ed Warren because I know who the real Ed Warren is. So I adore Patrick Wilson as Ed Warren, the character, but he always says Lorraine's name like, Lorraine. And I feel like the Conjuring movies has always been, Lorraine pushing her limits and pushing her boundaries as a medium, and then she goes too far and it's like, Ed, help, and then Lorraine. So I feel like that's kind of the formula with the Conjuring movies, with Ed and Lorraine's relationship, the movie characters. I love Vera as Lorraine. I love Vera Farmiga as a actress overall. Like, she freaking needs an Oscar, like, seriously. I think she's fantastic. I also love her sister's work, Tessa. They're some of my favorite actors. Yeah, I'm going to dive into the real case of Arnie Cheyenne Johnson and what happened there next week, so I'm not gonna go into that right now. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications so that you know when I do put out that video. If this is your first time watching on my channel, I do tell stories, like the true stories behind movies, TV shows of paranormal nature. I've done The Exorcist, I've done Courage the Cowardly Dog. But anyway, so the first thing that kind of stood out to me, as someone who already knows about the Devil Made Me Do It case, in the trailer they're calling the victim Bruno Sauls, which I think is interesting because his real name was Alan Bono. Or Alan Bono. But it's quite possible that the name was changed because of some complicated legal proceedings that happened with the Devil Made Me Do It case, which I will go into next week. The big problematic thing in the trailer that you probably saw me cringe during the trailer was the witch's totem and like the curse and master Satanists. So for one, then this is one of the big issues I have with the real Ed and Lorraine Warren. They have a very strong religious bias with their cases. I have an issue with mainstream Hollywood and media demonizing witches and witchcraft because it's not all evil, just like how not all Christianity is all about goodness. There is some evil aspects of Christianity too. Are there downsides to witchcraft that could be negative? Yes, but overall, it's very much a stereotype. And, with the pentagram, and here's the thing, like, a pentagram is not a symbol of evil. I mean, the pentagram actually means many different things to many different people, including Christians. It is a symbol of faith, and that faith isn't like all about cursing people and doing evil things. And the whole master Satanist thing, okay, there's a difference between Satanism and devil worship. Satanists don't believe in God or the devil. So there's that. So I do have a little bit of a picky issue with calling people Satanists when they're trying to describe devil worshippers. But anyway, that's my rant about that. So that's something problematic in the Conjuring movies that I've noticed. It's just that demonizing of paganism and witchcraft. And I get it. It's a movie. It's just a movie. It's just for entertainment. And I know Hollywood can be just as biased when it comes to portraying Christians, especially conservative Christians. So, I mean, I understand. And I also understand that this angle is the basis of the Conjuring movies. It's all about like witches are evil, and it's kind of icky, but it's also the foundation of Ed and Lorraine's career. Despite that, I still enjoyed the trailer. I still enjoy the movies. I just have to keep that little nugget in my head. And sadly, I know that there are many people who will watch these movies and walk away with validation of the idea that witches are evil and anyone who's not Christian is evil. So, I did notice that James Wan is not directing this movie. Michael Chavez is directing this movie, and Michael Chavez is best known for being the director of the horror movie The Curse of La Llorona, which I enjoyed. I enjoyed that movie too, and I mean, that movie had some issues with it, and it looks like there might be issues resolved with this film. The screenplay was written by David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick, so it looks like the screenplay is pretty solid. This case very much reminds me of The Exorcism of Emily Rose, with the publicized court case based on a true story bit. And it's not necessarily like about a haunted house, it's a haunted family. Whereas The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2 is like a haunted house with a little mix of a haunted family, possibly. But then Annabelle, of course, is, you know, the haunted doll. In the trailer, when Lorraine said she's doing it again or she's at it again, for a moment I was like, oh, I hope they better not be bringing back Valak or Annabelle. But it looks like it's got something, it's connected to something else. At least I hope. And something to think about until we get to next week's video is, yes, these movies are based on a true story, but we need to think about how true are they? How true is that story? For example, look up the involvement of the Warrens in the Enfield poltergeist case, which is what The Conjuring 2 is based on. So look that up and keep that in mind. I'll save all of these tidbits for next week. Personally, I am going to go back to bed. I want to say thank you all for watching me react to this trailer and listening to me go on and on about my thoughts on the trailer. I am very much looking forward to the movie. I can't wait to see it. And it looks like it's going to be a fantastic end to the Conjuring series. And if you haven't already, click on that subscribe button, give this video a like, and feel free to share it with your friends and family who also enjoy the spooky stuff, the Conjuring, and the cases of Ed and Lorraine Warren. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next round.